Okay, none of you are my child. Has anyone seen Miri?
Aww.
So Jasmine, Lieutenant Hart is sort of this like harbinger of bad news. Like she delivers, she rips the bandage off.
Yes.
Why her do you think? And like, what's I read in the press notes that it's a World Cup game. Is that like the most viewed thing around the world? I imagine.
Yes, that's exactly right. That was a time when we knew most of the world would be watching, and the message would be as potent and prominent as it could be.
So how did she get the news? Like, how did she get to be the one to do the news? What's the story? Do you know?
I often wonder that. Of course, I created my own backstory for it. But I think, she had a very prominent role in the future. And I think she could be trusted to deliver this message with the focus and the weight that it needed to. And she's also someone that could oversee the drafting process and make sure that what needed to get done got done. So I just think it was a lot of responsibility, and she could be trusted with that.
Those people had to be, when I was watching this movie, I was like, they had to be such hard asses. Do you know what I mean? Because like you're sending these people that are like, probably aren't coming back, and you have to be like, tough shit, bye. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't talk me out of it. Like I'm just like, dead face. Like
I think you hit it right on the head. And it was really important for me for Lieutenant Hart, I think, to be aware at the bottom that she was sending people into the future for the white spike slaughter. You know what I mean? Most of them weren't going to be coming back. And I think that affected her, but she couldn't stop, because if she had stopped sending people into the future, then that would be the war. Then her team in the future would be gone. And I think it was a sort of moral conflict that was happening within her. But in order to save her people in the future, she had to keep recruiting people to be drafted. So that's not lost on her at all. And I tried, hopefully it comes across, but that vulnerability of being responsible for these millions of lives, there's a weight to it.
Keith, you had some training, I imagine, like Army kind of stuff, like how to hold a gun, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you feel better prepared than, say, me to kill aliens now?
A little bit. I think I still need some more training, personally.
You're never going to be fully prepared.
Yeah. It's crazy when you go into these, when you go into training and it's something that you've never done before. It's crazy where your body could take you, or like you surprise yourself a lot. Like I going into stuff, I think for me, I'm confident, but then I'm always thinking about what's the worst scenario? Like, what's the worst case scenario? Will I look, not believable doing this and stuff like that? Or, little things, little doubt here and there. But when you get into it, it's like, oh, okay, I can do this. I was built for this. And I think in real life, for me, it'd just be like, okay, I know that I could get there. What's going to be the thing that take me to that next level?
You might also be prepared in some sense because of acting. Do you know what I mean? Like you can sum up the confidence to be like, I can do this. Do you know what I mean? Like more so than me, that's like, I'm screwed.
No, I think you could do it too.
Thank you. I'd like to see that.
I know you could.
But I did relate to some of the other characters in this movie that I was like, that were like, oh God, like I'm gonna throw up.
No.
Yeah. That's what, what's crazy. That's what's dope about this film is when they're drafting people who, people might feel, oh, they're not cut out for war. People just kind of get into it and get active. And it's scary and it's dark, but at the same time, it's kind of it's inspiring actually. It's like, oh, okay, like they probably never hold a gun in their life. They got to fight for, humanity. They get out there and they make it work. Mm-hmm. I think that's so fire to see. That I always wanted. That's one thing in films that, you always want to see. You want to see the things that don't look typical. Oh, this is like the action hero, and this is what they have to do. It's like these everyday people coming in there. Yo, give me a gun, give me a vest, give me all my things I need, and let's just get after it. And I think that's super dope to watch.